obviously, I don't know. Obviously, Miami could end up in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's what they do. But if the script writers of the NBA have anything to say about it, it's going to be, Boston, Milwaukee. That that matchup, or just how the Bucks team is constructed, it looks like they've managed to get a superstar without sacrificing their bench. Like, how do you see what they were able to accomplish? Obviously, getting Dame is was good enough to get Giannis to sign a max deal, right? But how do you think they managed that whole situation, and keeping what they kept, and building like a roster that could actually contend?
I mean, it's crazy that they had to give up so much, so little around the edges of Drew. I think it's been interesting to see that most of these big trades, teams don't seem to have to deplete their bench. I guess because of the value of first round picks, and you can just have one guy. It's good for the superstar trading era that teams can trade for a superstar and then their bench isn't completely destroyed. I guess Boston's probably the one team that really had to tighten their depth, and they had a couple guys that could step up at least, but their depth was like the one that took the biggest hit out of all those teams out there that made big moves. But I mean, it's a no brainer with Dame, right? Because it's like you have the perfect. It's like those like heart necklaces with like the jagged break in the middle. It's like Giannis and Dame are just perfect fits together right there. It's
Together
like you're
forever.
giving, yeah.
That's a
It's like you're
very
giving.
cute analogy. I really like that. That
No,
was
well,
very cute.
they're gonna run adorable pick and roll offense, right? I mean, it's gonna be I was just at that last Milwaukee game and watching that. Like Dame doesn't even look close to like ready at this point, and they would still you could tell they could still walk into like 40 points easily a night, just off that action. I mean,
Initially. Yeah.
yeah, like having to decide between because like when you with Giannis, so basically teams don't want to send two at the ball in the point guard. You have to send a help defender to tag that role, right? Almost any help defender in the NBA who is already guarding Giannis to bring another help defender in the NBA, that person's going to get destroyed by Giannis when he catches the ball and turns around. And and then they still have Brook Lopez spacing and stuff like that. They could have Brook Lopez hiding by the basket. Just giving Giannis the amount of freedom that he's going to have on the roll playing next to Dame, or just letting Dame step into 15
Or
pointers a night.
that's the other option, right? Like,
It's
hey,
just
let's
like,
get seven good looks at a three.
yeah, it's pick your poison where it's like it's either like cyanide or cyanide, right? You're going to get poisoned.